Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the best cult on whatnot. We have a couple rules here. Protect those weaker than yourself. Make the 3 feet around you the best place anybody could be today. Also, if you're not a rewards member yet, take a look at that rewards icon up there. Because once you get into the rewards club here, it's kind of like a cult. It's really hard to get out. All right, we're going to hit the big threes this morning. Fuel, food, and ammo. I can't sell ammo, you know that. But I can sell ammo cans. If you want ammo, you have to go to our website, dsovn.com. Or magazines, you can get at dsovn.com. It's also where we do the thermals and all that. Oh, I know, really. Yeah. If they let, whoa, that's the wrong listening. If they let the ammo people on, good morning, Ben Johnson. I know some jobbers that would probably get on here, and that would be the end of it for us and the beginning of it for y'all. If you've ever met a jobber, they're the guys that show up at the gun shows with a 26-foot truck full of pallets. And it's easier for them to just take the, they do sell a lot of knockoff. They take the whole pallet out of ammo and roll it into the gun show. And it'd be like 14 pallets of different calibers. Crazy. All right, I can't do that. I can do that. Oh, yeah. Gun show is usually the best way to buy ammo. Even if you can't afford a pallet. And then I sell ammo by the case too, but you gotta order it because it makes more sense for it to come straight from my distributor than it does for it to come from here. Now my locals do fine, but I don't see as many of them as I'd like. All right. MREs, $48 a case. Good morning, Cartoon. It's a wonderful day. I do not have any 2-packs made up. But if anybody wants a 2-pack with a waist pack, let me know, and I'll go to the inventory and get it loaded. All right, Woobies. $45. Looks like there's 2 left. They are menus 1 through 12 is case A. And then menu 13 through 24 is case B. Let me put that back up in case somebody's like, oh my God, I've been looking for that. All right, case A. Chili with beans, beef shredded in barbecue sauce, chicken, egg noodles, and vegetables in sauce, spaghetti with beef and sauce, chicken chunks, white cooked, beef taco filling, beef strips with it's a savory tomato-based sauce, so it's sweet. Meatballs and marinara, beef stew, chili mac, pizza slice, cheese, and I can't quite read the last one. Elbow macaroni with tomato sauce. Think Chef Boyardee on that one. That was menu A, numbers 1 through 12. Menu B is thus. I can't see it at all with this thing on the screen now. It's got the whole description up there. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I could read it like that. Meal 13. Cheese tortellini with tomato sauce. 14. Mexican-style rice and bean bowl. Mexican-style chicken stew. Mexican burrito bowl. Pork sausage patty maple flavored. Number 17 is a fan favorite. Beef ravioli with meat sauce. Beef patty jalapeno pepper jack. Sausage with peppers, onions, and marinara sauce. And number 21 is no longer in these. They've all been replaced with number 5 in this lot, which is chicken chunks white cooked, and 22 beef goulash, which is a great dashboard meal. 23 pizza slice pepperoni, and 24 Southwest beef and black beans. All right, 2 varieties in that. You got to pick a case A or a case B. Case B has a lot more flavor. Case B is more like, or case A is more like Cracker Barrel. Picture like Cracker Barrel food. And then case B is more like the Mexican and Italian food. All right, that was cases. They are $48 in the MREs. Vism makes one that is useful. It goes on like the Chinese and Russian versions, but it has, I think it has Fastex buckles instead of the pull-through wooden things. And then I've been able to pick up some AK magazine pouches in the past and put those, but I wear a plate carrier. So if you're not going to wear a plate carrier, the Vism chest rig's probably the best. Sorry, I got crazy mustache hair. But if you're wearing a plate carrier, really you should be using the Molly on the plate carrier and go with individual pouches. And if you're wearing a plate carrier, you don't get in the prone as much because you're trying to use your armor as much as possible. That is one of the drawbacks of wearing a plate carrier. When you get in the prone, it raises up the important parts. Yeah, I could probably have one of those at the end of next week. I do have an order building with them. I can get them in tan or green. If you want them in multicam, I wouldn't know what to tell you. You probably have to go with one of the high-end companies that make stuff for the high-speed, low-drag people. Good morning, Miss Redneck. How are you? K-Moss, what's happening? K-Moss, when I packed that thing yesterday, was that you yesterday with the rucksacks? I am somewhat crippled, but I am always blessed. For some reason, God loves crazy people. Or we just think that he does. Man, when I packed that yesterday, K-Moss, I had to go find a special box. It cost me $20 on my end to ship it too. I will never do that again. All right. Straight Woobie, no S. And it looks like there are only 2 left. Dun, 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 dun. There are 3 left. Brand new, brought to you from November of 1994. So as you'll see from Studio E, which has not been built in our current timeline, I go back from 2085 and I put a time machine in a warehouse. And anything you set there will get transported at midnight. Boy, have I got some doozies out of that one, apparently. But anyway, one of those things, apparently from November of 1994, was a couple cases of Woobies that were standing in the time machine area and got transported to me 2 Fridays ago. So this is their 3rd Friday of exposure to the sanctuary. I don't really want to unravel it. It's so nice and neat. I actually have 3 of them left, not 2. 3 of them left. You two can have one. And, oh, I do that best. Okay. The last purchaser will also get the tampon string, which I can vouch the tenacity of that string. You could go bungee jumping with it. Don't go bungee jumping with it. I'm just joking. $45. I got 3 of them left. They're in the buy now. If you're a rewards member, all your coupons work on it. If you're not a rewards member, I would recommend reading what the qualifications are because I'm pretty sure it's really low. And then you'll get a whole bunch of 5% off coupons. And if you use them all strategically, we have had people make it to Black Card Elder within, Cowbell Mafia Elder within a single show. I believe Showrod did it this time. He might have been starting from gold, though. I think he was starting from gold. All right. Plate carriers. I only have one plate carrier left. Oh, no, I have 2. I have the GG&G up there, Grey Ghost gear, in multicam. And then I have the quick release in tan. All right, quick release in tan is up next, and it's set for a flash sale at $89.10. Now, this is the quick release variant. If you pull these tabs on the front together, the entire plate will rip away. If you pull the top, the bottoms will open. If you pull the bottom, the tops will open. It's almost like a bad joke. All right. So when you throw this on, I pull both of them at the same time. All right. If you pull the top one just a little bit, only the left side will open. If you pull it all the way, both sides open. See how quick they go back together? And same way on this side, find the 2 pieces and connect them. There's no plates in this, so it's riding kind of high, but if there were plates in it, it'd be riding a lot lower. All right, this one is set up as a large when it comes from the factory. It's medium to 2XL, and then their next size is 2XL up, and that one I no longer see in inventory. So I think they are ending this one production of the large sizes. This is the last one I have. It's been my demo. I put a little flash sale on it, $89.10. I'm going to show you how the releases work. I'm going to pull the bottom one. So you see how quickly that comes off. That's very helpful if you needed to be treated, or whoever you're giving this to needs to be treated. I'm going to pull the top one now, and I'm going to pull it in such a manner as which I'm only going to make the left one pop off, okay? I didn't want to have to get out of both sides. But if I wanted to get out of both sides, you just pull it all the way, and then it comes all the way out on both sides. This is the same company that makes those chest rigs I was talking about. I think the chest rigs are $26. You can get tan and green in those. Let me know if you want one, and I will order one. All right, $89.10, and I'll leave that in the background because I ain't offended. It's in the buy now. The Carhartt D is wearing my personal favorite, which is the Grey Ghost gear in multi-cam. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Now, this is the Grey Ghost Gear Minimalist Plate Carrier. If you swipe left, the chat will get out of your way. This comes in as a large, but judging from the length of the extra strap, I'm guessing you can probably get it up to 2X. I don't have my big man here anymore to try it on, but I would be willing to say I could get it on him. But definitely 2XL at least. Now, it comes set up as a large. It does have some stretch to it, so you can get it to cinch down on you. I don't know if you've ever run with a plate on that wasn't in a full vest, but just a plate carrier will sometimes knock you in the jaw. So keep that in mind when you're choosing plates. Ceramic don't hurt as bad as steel does when you catch it in the chin. Yes, it costs more. Yes, theoretically, if somebody were wailing on you with a 22 caliber machine gun, you'd do a lot better with steel than you would with ceramic, but you're going to wear it a lot more than you're going to get shot in it. So make sure you keep comfort in mind. All right, I got a couple multicam things. I got Tasmanian Tiger pistol mags, holders, and I have Grey Ghost Gear pistol mag holders. Both are 34. This one's a multicam with polymer mollies. And this one is a lightweight laser cut variation. Different manufacturer. Triple mag panels in multicam from Grey Ghost Gear. These are made in Idaho. They come with their polymer molly attachments. These are 54. And the minimalist plate carrier to which it all could be affixed is 120. 120. I think MSRP is like 159. 120 on these. I only ever get one at a time in the multicam because, let's face it, most people won't spend that much for something that will generally sit in their closet. Now, I do offer a kit with the minimalist plate carrier, the pistol mag carrier, and the 5.56 carrier for $200. And if you want the Tasmanian Tiger, we'll make it 210. This will hold a like a 20 round mag, I believe. They call him Big Papa, y'all. All right, all that together is in the 3 to 4 pounds. All right, you can get it all in one swipe. 3 5.56 magazine, shingle, and the minimalist plate carrier with the double magazine pouch by Grey Ghost Gear. And I'm going to throw in the Tasmanian Tiger magazine pouch as well. We'll do $200. $200. $200 for all that Grey Ghost Gear and the Tasmanian Tiger pistol mag holder. $200. That's a screaming deal. It will not build out like that on my website. You want that today, you let me know. I will give it down and pack it up for you. If not, might be my new studio decal. I really like it. I find that ceramic is a lot better. And I have a couple ceramics here, so. All right, I did find one commercial woodland Woobie. If anybody wants the commercial one, they are $60. So a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Nice and neat in here. Floor's even cleaned up. I've been slowly getting ready for that transition. A lot of this big stuff won't make it over there with me. The shipping station isn't going to be large enough to deal with that over there. So a couple days a week I'll be over here doing the big stuff, or I'll sell the big stuff remotely and they pack them from here. We'll see. We'll see. Speaking of which, y'all need to start telling me when it comes to smalls like knives and other pocket items, what are you going to be after? What brands? So I can start building that up. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. How you like that, huh? All right. I said I'd talk about food, ammo, and fuel. All right. So a two-pack of military-style fuel cans. Well, I should say military fuel cans because they are just used military fuel cans. Got some in brown left, but not that many that have this clean of a side. This one doesn't have a vent tube, so it's just a demo. But most of the browns I have are more scuffed up on the sides. Most of the tans are not painted. This is just a demo because it's painted, but this is indicative of the relative condition that they will arrive in. Now, I'm doing 2 for $50, and I'm doing singles. I'm going to match it at the 25. So 2 for $50 on these. Give me a second, and I think that's live. Yeah, 2 for $50 on the fuel cans. So in most parts of the United States, you're going to end up at around $100 by the time you pay the shipping. Yeah, I know. I get it, but you know, I think the shipping is like 40 something. Welcome to our newest mod, Car Conan. Got to wondering that the other day. Why wasn't I using more people that are always around and know so much? All right. You didn't even notice that I modded you? I thought you had to accept it. Yeah. Might not tell you that you're a mod, but you are a mod now. All right, $25 on thing. You don't have to do anything. It just makes it look good when you come by with the comments. All right, a single, $25. Like I said, $25 on a single. The tans are in better condition than the browns. How's it going, Carl? And right now, it is all on the left because I have one leg supported. All right, no takers on the fuel cans. Shipping's a bear on those, but I will tell you right now, if you go to try to find them, if it's something you need, if you go to try to find them, it'll be $120 new. In my particular state, I cannot bring them into unless I have a legitimate use other than resale or fuel storage. So they don't pass our strict Northern Virginia standards. So if I buy them new, I have to get a letter from somebody who does reenactments or reproduction stuff to get them. No, I only have them in XL right now. You need smaller hands? We'll add that with them chest rigs. Looks like the chest rigs are only available in green now. Oh no, there they are. Alright, fast fits and large. Anybody else need some sizes? Yeah, as far as AK magazine pouches, I'll see what I can get right here. No, I don't really see anything that holds AK mags advertised. Now, the HSGI tacos we had a while back, I think they might have held AK mags, but I don't have one to test it. Wow, GBRS is super expensive with very little gain. All right, back to the show. Sorry. I'm sorry, Wilto. It's okay, though, because Studio D is coming, and you'll see a different character side of Wise Man of CBRD. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. But it did look pretty cool. All right, and then the last part of the R3P is ammo cans. Since I can't do ammo. All right, I don't have any 30 cals upstairs, so I ain't going to sell any of those. But I am going to sell some 50 cal 2-packs. All right, this item is representative of the item you will receive. I've got about 2, 4, 6, 8. I can do about 8 of these 2-packs. No, I can do 4 of these 2-packs. All right, Tony. All right, they're in really good condition. They have good seals. Some of them are so dry they're dusty. We're gonna do 2 for 20 on these. Oh man, where's Nomad at? He finally got his refund. He needs to get in here and get them. Two for 20 on 50 cals, and then I've got some 30s, but I think the only ones I have upstairs are the ones that need some kind of rehabilitation. So if you don't already have too much work in your life, then you could get some of our needs rehab ammo cans. All of them are off the needle, but they do still have some rust in their guts that you'd have to mend to and take care of. All right, let's see here. I think I got a single somewhere. Singles are normally 15. We will do 10 for today. $10, and I can pack all the stuff that you buy inside of it. And it'll be indestructibilium, which is a new mineral the Chinese better find real quick to put on all those warships they got. Because You can have all the first strike vessels you want, but America's got I can take it and dish it out vessels, so I don't think that Taiwan thing gonna go too well. Did y'all see where Mondami was sworn in? So you gonna undo everything his predecessor did since September of last year. Well, that seems helpful. All right, we're done with the R3P portion of the show. Well, so are you off today? How are you here today? I got a bunch of tech mats I want to get rid of, but I can't spell it because it's got a K in it. There we go. Got a bunch of tech mats I want to get rid of. All right, so we'll start the tech mat party over here. All right, what's a tech mat? A tech mat is an 11 by 17 sheet of padded, oil and stain resistant material that keeps your work surface and whatever you're working on safe from impacts. So I have them in several models. The first one would be the standard Glock, which I believe is actually this one right here. No, yeah, it's got two grip frames. So hold on, we'll go find that one. Is that Gen 4? Yeah, Gen 4. Okay. So, like, here's the Gen 4s all folded up, but when they roll out, they look similar to these. The Gen 4 has an image that is thus. Gen 4's up first, and we're going to do some flash sales on these. $30% off on the Gen 4. Thank you, bro boys. Drew grabbing it up. Oh, I love you, doggy. A good looking fella or a female. I'm not sure which. I am but one man, and although I am a mighty man, I'm still just one man. All right, let's see here. All right, Glock cutaway. This is the actual one, Glock cutaway. I have the Smith & Wesson M&P. Only one I got in Smith & Wesson, though. Unless you count the 1911, I have a generic 1911 one. And the M&P, I do have one that's not out of the package, so. All right. Let me find it for you real quick. Don't touch it yet. Don't touch it yet. You grabbed it. Oliver got one. All right. Oliver Ants grabbed one in M&P. There's one more left of the M&Ps. The price has been established because I can't do for one and not the other. Thank you. All right. That should be the last of them. Except for the one that's on the table there. The one that's on the table there is still available. That one is still available if anybody wants it. Let me get this one for Dallas. They are made in Pakistan, I believe. And I think the sizes run small. Like I'm a 7.25 to a 7.5, and when I put it on, I feel like an 8 is perfect. No, I don't hear, but I do believe it's available on my website. The magnetic one is available on my website. All right, that worked out. All right, got rid of all but one of those. And we just had the cutaway. Good morning, Ferdo. Some of these ones I have too many of, I am. Yeah, they're definitely smaller people. All right, and the Glock cutaways, I don't know how many I got of those. 5. All right, it says I got 5 of the Glock cutaways, which was this one. 5 of them. Try to get them cleared out. Yeah, the Pakistani hats. What size are you? Oliver's grabbing one. All right. Never mind. Here's one here. All right. I got 3 more, it looks like. I got 3 more available. Where's that daggone cowbell? Glock cutaway looks just like this one. 11 by 17, oil and stain resistant. All right, that was Glock cutaway. I'm going to slide that up and in that. All right, what else we got here? I got one for 1911. One left for a 1911. Shows an exploded parts diagram. It's got a vulcanized non-slip backing. Whoa. And like a cat, it always lands on its face. Huh. Well, I don't see 1911 one, but I know it's in here. There it is. It's because it was the very first one. All right, only one of these left. Not as big of a discount. I sold a lot of these. $9.90. $9.90 on the 1911. 1/8 inch thick. 17 by 11. Not just 11 by 17. Now it's 17 by 11. At my house, that's 72 feet. All right. Last one of the 1911s. And then I've got a bunch. I think it's Glock Gen 3s. Glock Gen 3s will be up next. Oh, yeah. That's it. Glock Gen 3s. See that? Exploded parts diagram. Actually, that's this one here. All right. Hold on. Let me set it up. All right, I got 5 of these, so I'm willing to get rid of these pretty quickly. 825. They hung around a bit too long now. 825. I have 5 of them available at that price. Swipe away. I tell you, after whatnot fees, I will take a hit. So you don't see them at this price very often. This is Gen 3. Gen 3 is all I got left in the explodeds. That doesn't mean they blow up. It's the exploded parts diagram for those of you just swiping through. 11 by 17. Vulcanized. 5 of those. 5 of those. And then the next one we're going to do will be the Beretta 92s. This will stay live in the back. It's better than some, but also, they got to get their cut, or else they couldn't afford to do it, so I get it. I understand. But I will tell you, my prices on the website are usually better because of those fees. Because a lot of the things that I sell here are also on my website. So, all right. Beretta 92, this is the last one of these. They were actually really popular. And I think it's because an exploded parts diagram of them looks like a bunch of pickup sticks have been thrown on the ground. There's so many parts. That is one thing that the striker fired era has given us is simplistic. Actually, Cowabunga, I'm not sure if they make one. I will have to look. All right, Beretta 92, last one of these. Last one of those. One left. 935 on that one. I know. Well, that's kind of the point, though. Like, you got to still be on here. I make a lot more money off of the whatnot feeds than I do off of website sales. My free shipping policy over $50 gets me in trouble a lot on the website. I don't mean like cops knocking at the door, unhappy customers. I'm talking about like money out. All right. Beer and guns and bacon and freedom. That one's going to be next. Says I got 2 of these left. I've confirmed with my eyes. I do, in fact, have 2 of these left. 8 1/4. Please take them. Put them in front of your mother-in-law's placemat for Thanksgiving. Uh-oh, I missed who it was. Oliver in Dallas. Oliver in Dallas. Thank you, gentlemen. The last two of those. All right. Next up. Yo, we were talking the one day. I should save this for the podcast. Oh well, y'all listen to the podcast, so y'all end up hearing this twice. But beer, guns, bacon, and freedom. We were trying to determine where we would consider you could get all four of those in the known world. All right, so it doesn't count Atlantis or Argarthy or any of those underground places. All right, but in the regular known human world, where can you get all four of those things at the same time? And somebody was like, America's the only place. And I tried to argue that the lawless land of Somalia had all four of those. But their counterpart was that if you brought the bacon in, they'd probably cut your head off. So we determined very quickly that America is the only place where you can have beer, guns, bacon, and freedom all together at the same time. That's right. All right. The next one is the best gun you could ever. Jacob, what did I miss? What'd you grab? Or you literally been watching long enough to become an initiate. That is awesome. Hey, take a look at that rewards icon. This is a great cult community. All right. Tech Mat, Ultra Rifle Mat, Ruger 1022. Sorry, I have only run it for so long. I'll run it again though. This is the best weapon you could ever teach a child on. Those two words don't together. This is the best starter gun you could ever teach a child on. Oversized mats to help them understand what's going on inside those pieces. So you can have long, drawn out conversations that you find very interesting and they might find a bit monotonous. But when they're 27 and they're laying in a ditch, hoping the drone doesn't see them, and they're trying to figure out why the charging handle won't come back, they can think about this exploded parts diagram and work that out in their mind because you trained them young. All right, 44 inches long, 15 inches high. It's vulcanized, and this one's a quarter-inch thick, so that's twice that of others. Giggity. All right, I'm going to run that flash sale on that again. If I can find it. There it is. 25% off. I have two of them. If you didn't take advantage of it the first time, you probably won't this time either, but I'll still offer it again after the explanation. All right. Thank you so much for entertaining my um, random thoughts. Chupacabra, real or fiction? Find out today. All right, that's the end of the tech mats. Anybody want any more of those tech mats? You let me know, and I'll go back through them. All right, Glock field knives. I can't remember what I sold one to Ferdo for yesterday. I haven't come up with it yet, Carconan. Do you have any ideas? Do you got any ideas? And I also need I need somebody to work the social media side. Sorry, I gotta load that in. Wisdom with the wise man. I like that. Current events with wise man. Camelbacks. Chef, I don't have any branded camelbacks. I just have hydration carriers, and it's just a carrier, no bladder. The view from my window. Between two I'm concerned about between two rucksacks. Oh my gosh, there you go. Well, if it's in my basement, it's technically gonna be between two safes. All right, Glock knife. Yeah, true. All right, I can't remember how much I sold it to Ferdo for yesterday, but winner's choice on the Glock field knives. They have root saws on the back. I have them in battlefield green and dark earth. These are tough, durable, zombie apocalypse ready knives. Now, as far as like bushcrafting, they're not really set up for that. When you go pounding on the back of a knife that's got a saw on it, it just tears up the baton so much. It's just not even worth the effort. Because pretty soon you find yourself looking for a new baton. And I'm not talking about the baton death march. All right. Yeah, the podcast, I don't know. I didn't want to get too specific on the name because then I might be locked into that theme. You know what I mean? But now that you have said um, between two rucksacks, and then we said, well, it will technically be between two safes. I'm thinking that between two safes might work. It would be a great play on Zach Galifianakis, I think his name is, and what he did with the Ferns. But I don't think I could be that ugly. Sometimes he's pretty nasty. Did anybody have anything they knew they wanted today? Not, I'm going to hit those three highlights again, then move on to the next segment. All right, MREs by the case, 48 bucks. In the buy now section, you do have to pick your variety. Woobies, no S. Woobies are 45 bucks. If you don't know what a Woobie is, God help you. Well, he did. He brought you here. All right, this is a Woobie, the camouflage, woodland camouflage poncho liner made in November of 1994. And the reason it's shaped like that is because it's been squeezed in a bundle inside the box for the last 30 years. Yeah. They were exposed to me 3 Fridays, Jan. And not in the Epstein kind of way. All right, and then the last thing was fuel cans and ammo cans, and then we'll move on to surplus. All right, 20-liter fuel cans. You can ask for your color, brown or tan. Generally, what we do is we pick the best of whatever the two colors are, and that's what gets shipped out. So if you want hand select, that's what we'll do. We don't charge anything extra for it. 25 bucks a pop. You can get tan or brown. I think there's a few brown down there, but they are a little more scuffed up. All right, $25 each. You can get brown or tan. They're suitable for so many things. They make great tables. They make good seats. They hold fuel. All right, same thing that I was just holding up. And if you can envision it, a 2-pack. All right, 2-pack is 50 bucks. 20 seconds on that. 2 of these shipped to your door. Sideways like this in a big brown box with my white tape all over it. And you too can be pissing off your local postal carrier. It's big. Oh, my aching back. All right, what size peoples I got out there? I got to get rid of some of these. Any danglers drop pouch? No. I got to get rid of some of these Magpul t-shirts. Anybody out there a medium? Large. Let me look. All right, I got 3 designs in large. I got olive drab with black logo. They call that one Heather. I've got black with woodland camo logo. And I've got black with red icon logo. The way I've been doing it lately is the Magpul shirts are buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. So the ones I need to get rid of the most are the reds. So they're the base. You buy a red, you get your choice of the woodland camo or the olive drab with the Heather logo or with the black logo. That is a buy now thing. Here, I'll run it as an auction. There you go. Anybody interested? You buy the red logo Magpul t-shirt in large. You can choose one of the other 2. Got one in olive drab with black logo, and I've got one with a camouflage logo. 27 bucks. I'm sorry. So if you buy one, get one free. All right, that's all I got in large. Got a couple Glock shirts in large. All right, I can do that same deal in medium. If anybody out there is a medium, I can do that same deal in medium. XL, let me go look. Only thing I got left in XL is a veterans t-shirt. Green with black flag on it. It says veteran in it. You a veteran by chance? Huh. This one's by Rothko. Veteran on it, and then it has the flag on the sleeve. This is literally the only XL shirt I got left, though. I'll make you a good deal on it. We'll do 30% off. The veteran shirt in XL if you're interested. 14 bucks. Blah the Doctor. Thank you, Blah the Doctor. If anybody is a 3X, I have that same shirt in 3X. Down to one 3X version of that shirt left. Once that rack's cleared off, that's going with me to the other studio. And that'll be in part of the backdrop. Those wood ones will be part of the backdrop. So that's going to be nice. Thank you for helping me clear that out. Okay, I think the ghost is here today. Well, I mean, I guess technically he's here every day. Anybody out there a medium? I got a bunch of Magpul shirts left in medium I'd love to get rid of as well. And then I've got some 2XL versions of the red logo Magpuls. Two XL red logo Magpuls. Buy one of these and I will throw in a Glock olive drab. A Glock olive drab with bronze logo. You get the 2XL red Magpul logo t-shirt. I will throw in the Glock. I will throw in the Glock with the green cloth and bronze logo. 27 bucks. I can only do that once because I only got one of those Glock shirts. But grab the Magpul and I'll throw in the Glock 2XL shirt. And you'll have some gun-related clothing like that. You'll have a weekend worth of it for the next time. That's right. That's right. All right, we try. All right, any mediums out there, raise your hand. Any mediums out there, raise your hand. Any larges, raise your hand. I can do the same for y'all. Okay. Do a little cold weather stuff. We're going to do a field jacket liner. I only have mediums. All right. This one's got a split seam in the shoulder. Definitely in used condition. To medium. Field jacket liner. It does have a split in the seam in the shoulder. So we're going to heavily discount it. Come on, what's going on here? All right, 50% off, $9 on this medium regular because it has that split seam. I know I saw it. There it is. Split seam in the shoulder. $9, medium regular, field jacket liner. If nothing else, it'd make a great pillow. So does a big fluffy. And to keep you warm. Ooh, this one's actually ugly. Alright. This one's been burned. Nobody's getting that one. Alright. Alright. Milken extra large, extra long drawers. I am literally wearing some right now. And these things are wonderful. And I'm only a large long. Giggity. Uh-oh, do I not have any more of these? There they are. Need to edit that. Oh, we got about 6 left. I don't know. This flight jacket, best one ever. Wish it had a hood though. These are extra large long, and they are $5 a set, which is a hell of a deal. Why the doctor? It really is a good deal, even though they are slightly a little long. I use them, and since I have a top too, but I don't have any for sale. Sorry. Bly the doctor grabbing one. Thank you, Bly. In the big box of cold weather stuff I got not too long ago, there were 2 of the tops. So I got those. All right, another pair, $5. Carconen. All right, if you or someone you love plays music, I need a copy of your music and a written permission slip to use it, and I will use it on my show. Everything you're listening to right now is non-copyrighted. We've played millions of hours, I think, of these people's stuff. So, if you want to be featured as the music in our show, either for the... I am a large. And I do end up with... I mean, I could almost get an earlier version of myself in there with me. No, I'm just joking. They ain't that big, but yeah, these are extra larges. Why? You want one? And I got all discombobulated like a lady in the cooler with There you go, Carcona knows. Okay. All right. That one went into a bin, so I need to do another one. All right, $5. Extra large long if anybody else is interested. Flies in there like swimwear on a muggy day at daycare. Yeah, so if any of y'all do music or friends that do music and they want to get shown off to like 10 people, let me know. We need to get together. I will get that from them in a written form and we will share your music with the world through our podcast, which should be starting in mid-January. If you have a particularly interesting story and you would like to be featured in our podcast, you can email me at customer support. Oh, it's a long one. Hold on. Dude, I live in them. I have a pair that I sleep in, and then the pair that I take those off and put these on and go to work in. I have slept with Silkies on for the last 3 calendar years in winters, and I will probably have to do so for the rest of my life. I'm finding that my legs are getting skinnier as I get older, but I also don't ride a bicycle or run or anything like that anymore. All right, what else are we working on up there? Fleeces. All right, I found a whole bag of fleeces the other day, so we have a lot more available than I thought. All right, so the first fleece is a medium. It's clearly been washed many times because the tag is kind of faded. So you know at least they were a clean person. I don't see any terrible damage in it. There's no rips or holes. I don't really see any cigarette marks on it. And no baby daddy stretch marks where they've been jerked around. All right. Like I said, I found a whole bunch of these. I'm going to run them a little cheaper today. $10. This one's a medium regular. $10. It's a medium regular. And I think the size is going to kill me all day on this. Catfish. Medium regular for catfish. Thank you, catfish. Oh, that's your first purchase. Welcome. You came here a browser, you leave a member of our order. Protect those weaker than yourself and let the 3 feet around you be the best place anybody could be today. Also, that's a long way to introduce this. Take a look at that rewards icon. You'd be saving a lot of money with us if you stick around and enjoy the fruits of the relationship. Or did I just get catfish? Those things I was just selling? I'm going to try, but now that it's just me, we don't turn over as much stuff. So there's not as many, I can't do as many buys. Yeah. Takes a lot to fill a truck full of surplus and go across the country with it. So I'm working on it. I'm always working on something. Let's see how this transition to the 2 separate points of what's going to happen, and then we'll go from there. Because I can't drive across the country for 8 days. if I have a live show, you know. What's up, Uncle Sully? All right, let me see if there's more there. Here's one in Studio D on the home front. There we go. Ah, that means the back of the truck has to become Studio E, or the cab of the truck becomes Studio E. And I just talked to the camera all day. All right. This one I noticed has a dark spot. I can't tell if that's ink or if a little bit of the fleece got plucked out, but I do not see so well. This one is a medium long. Medium long. So a little bit longer arms there. 50% off on this. What's that work out to? $8.50. How'd that work? Did it actually show y'all? Sorry, sometimes I gotta restart. Just that it ran as a flash sale in the store. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm tired of fighting it. I don't think so. Large sold out pretty quick. Medium long, $10. Medium long, there we go. Medium long, $10. Oh, it's 30 seconds though. Oh my gosh. This is the auction that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. You know, Wiseman started holding stuff up, not knowing what it was. And he'll continue holding stuff up forever just because this is the auction that never ends. Real quick. I did not have any large. All right, I do have a fleece liner, which is different than a fleece jacket. A fleece liner is for wear underneath of another jacket. Like I don't know what do they still give me. The only thing I got in 3XL right now is t-shirts. I only have one. I have a Veterans 3XL t-shirt in olive drab with a black flag on it. So this is a fleece liner. So this is designed to be worn under a jacket, and this one's medium short. Medium short. That one's brand new, by the way. These are by Polar Tech. And I don't have that fleece item set up for some reason. All right, this one's new with tags. $15. It's a medium short. This is made to be a liner. Medium short liner. This goes underneath a jacket. All right, got that one done. Got a couple European shoulder bags I'd love to get rid of. I sold the other colors. For whatever reason, this charcoal one be hanging around. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, if it was priced wrong. All right, so this is a shoulder bag. This one's from Red Rock Outdoors. Now, it only has the 2/3 zip, or 1/3 zip. The other 2/3 does not unzip. And the reason I bring that up is because when you've got something dangling on your shoulder while you want to open it, you don't want it to tip all the way out, or all the shiite in there comes tumbling out on the floor. So this one, it's only a 1/3 zip, so it cannot open up in that manner. Because of that, you could probably get a tablet in here and not worry about its safety too much. It does have a padded back, and it's got a separate slot similar to where you would put a hydration carrier that can Velcro down. Then it's got its main compartment, and it's got a double fat-handed slot on that side, and a half a fat hand slot as well. Now that's the main compartment. It does have a little bit of molly hangers on the side that go down inside of there, and I really wasn't sure what they were doing there. Is that a place to put like a knife with a clip? There's one on each side like that. And then it has the front pockets. You get a goggle pocket, and then you get a 2/3 zip tip out pocket. Like your media, your charging, stuff like that. That one had some zipper compartments as well. This is a single shoulder strap. Single shoulder strap, and it's got the stabilizing cross strap in case you want to go running with it. All of which can be stowed in the back, and it can conveniently hang from a hook in the back of the truck. And it's kind of done in a Chevy interior color. So we're going to run a flash sale on this. This one's been hanging around. 35% off. Somebody take this junk. $24. Great deal. I am certain I probably paid more than that for it. He's my hero. Thank you, my hero. I appreciate you. I owe you some cowbell, hero. Oh, you little cowbell there. All right, I got another one from Miltech. This one's a little bit more. It happens. It happens. There you go. That's what I was gonna say. This one's a little smaller, and it looks a little more militant. That was a good way of putting that. A happy medium. Like that. This one also has the stowage in the back for the strap, so you can hang this from a peg in the back of the truck. And it's got a tip over top. So when you're going to get into it, you have to... Oh, there is a back slide. I didn't realize that. There's a back pocket. Ooh, right here. Wow, that's actually pretty big. I mean, other than the space to get in here, you could probably put a Glock 17 in there. All right, close that one up. It's big. Then you've got this flip open one, which gives you the main compartment. And the main compartment has an equipment cinch on top. Give it a little more water resistance. Well, damn, I should have been like, last one available in the United States. All right, this one's got utility pouches on the side with molly. And then on this side, it's a It's either a double mag pouch or a tourniquet pouch. Then on the front, this one's hand size, a little bigger. I can flex in there. No slots, no netting in that. Just a big hand size pocket. So all in all, you check a gun, checkbook, cash, all the prerequisite IDs to buy a gun in the great country of America, and go to the gun show and probably get a knick-knack or two in there. I don't know about a paddywhack. Paddywhacks get a little wiggly, and they need some space to move around. So this one by Militech is 35. This one hasn't been hanging on as long, but I am going to do a dangle on it. 25%. All right, 26.25 on the new Militech shoulder bag. Oh, and this one's got a Fastex buckle on it as well. Bly, the doctor, grabbing it. Thank you, Bly. The microphone's all hit the ground. Thank you, Bly, the doctor. All right, I got jungle boots. But I have to stick to the pricing on them. So hear the price, then say if you want to see them, and I'll bring them out. I have jungle boots. I have the old school style in green nylon, and they have the regular eyelets that you pull the lace through to thread them on. They are $54. I only have a 9 and an 11. No, in that one I have 9s, 10s, and 11s. I do have a tourniquet. Well, hopefully the pleasure's both of ours, Bly. I've got black and I've got orange tourniquets. Do you need a 2-pack or just a single? Show 9. All right. All right. On tourniquets, the $35 a pop. I've got black and I've got orange. I'll run it real quick and we'll do a winner's choice on color, because for whatever reason the orange listing hasn't been available lately. All right, $35 on tourniquets, black or orange. These are North American Rescue Cat 7s. Winner's choice on color here. Winner's choice on color. All right. I also do a 2-pack for $68. Now the boots, size 9. All right, Vietnam styles with the green nylon. All right, they are new in package. These are black with the green nylon, and they have the Vietnam style eyelets. Regular pull through eyelets. They do have the waffle pattern, and they only run in whole sizes. So if you're a 9 and something, you got the 9, all right. That was the only 9 I had in this style. So if anybody else wants a 9, you're going to have to get it in black. And those have the speed outlets, and they're $80. Thank you, Bly the doctor. I appreciate you. All right, in that style, I also have a 10 and an 11 if anybody's. And that's how I also. All right, now in the other style, in the black ones, I only have a 9 and an 11. Only have a 9 and an 11. Looks like in these, the 11 is the demo. All right, we'll do the 11 in these first. All right, these are the black variants. They do cost more. They're heavier. They ship at a heavier weight. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But they have the speed eyelets. They have the speed eyelets on them. So basically, you don't have to thread them up the last two. Most of the time with the Vietnam size, you got to pull the top two. But if you get real long laces for like a size 13 and stick them in a size 9, you can do various things. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, black ones. These are the 11s. They are $80. And then I have a 9 in these as well if anybody's interested. $80. This is the 11 regular. And there are no half sizes, so it's always full sizes. With these anyway. Anybody want the 9? I'll run that one. And if anybody wants the 10 or the 11. In the green, I think I still have those. 10 and 11. Yes. All right. This thing on the table next. Where's my Iraq War groupies at? Remember this? Parka, cold weather desert. Then medium regular. Medium regular. $100. Let's see. Desert camo, medium regular, extreme cold weather parka system. Just the shell. Normally $100. 60 bucks. Anyone? Anyone? Medium regular, brand new in the package from the early 2000s. That's when we made the transition away from this stuff. How do I know? I was there. I was there on the Congo River in a pink tugboat. They had twin anti-aircraft guns mounted on the front. They might have made fun of the color, but they never did it. They never shot at it. All right, no takers. That'll be sitting in the bar now, festering for the next couple minutes. All right, I got a couple of the 25-liter bags left. Only a couple of them. I got a green one left, and I got a tan one left. I still have not put it together, Mr. Lee. I'm sorry. I just cannot crawl around on the ground right now. Which vest are you looking for? The load bearing vest or the quick release? I am so tore up. It's horrible. And the ladies that help me, they're all my age too. All right, here's that quick release plate carrier in 10. This is the only one I got left. This goes from medium to 2XL, and I put the flash sale back on, so it's at 89.10. 89.10. Quick release variant is the last one I have. And if you're a Rewards Club member, you can still use a coupon on it too. We do not discriminate like that. Alrighty. Alright, it'll be there. It's pinned in the background. You can look under QR in the buy now and you'll find it. Alright. Next up off of the alcove, which I'm trying to clean out, is the USGI hospital linen and textile bags. USGI hospital linen and textile bags. These things are cavernous. Cavernous. And they're super lightweight and they fold up really small. So as it stands, when it's ready to receive laundry or whatever you're putting in it, it can hold 4 sleeping bags. I'm not joking. 4 sleeping bags. And then it packs up to a size that is smaller than a single sleeping bag. It's so small it would probably fit in a waist pack. These are the USGI hospital linen bags. They are moisture resistant, but they are not waterproof. All right, because they clearly don't have a zippered seal or anything like that. It's basically things get loaded in this, and then they take it away to deal with it however the situation is dictating. So sometimes it goes to be burned, and sometimes it goes to be washed and comes back through to the field hospital again. But they are cavernous. And they don't cost very much to ship either. Looks like I've only got about 7 of them available. We'll do a little dangle deal on it. $8.50. Looks like there's 7 available to be grabbed up. I think that's actually more like 4 or 5. Unless there's what's in the box. Oh yeah, they're in the box too. Carcone grabbed one. He said, I got a box coming. I'm out of way. Thank you, Carcone. Catfish, too. Thank you, Catfish. Thank you, Carcone. Hey, you buy enough stuff from me, you can stick all the stuff from me you're not currently using in them. You know? I've seen your shopping lists. All right. Carconin and Catfish grabbed one. So let's see if anybody else wants to take advantage of that. How much were they? $8.50. All right. Anybody else want in on that? There are a couple more there. It's 15% off. All right, last of those. That one had a big white rope on it. I think this one came from the self-asphyxiation clinic. I'm sorry. It said my name's Robin. Jeez. So I found actual complete saw gunner kits in ACU yesterday. Anybody wants complete saw gunner kits at ACU? It'd be $35. That's all 4 of the pieces. I have a bigger hospital bag around here somewhere that's kind of like got a rubberization on it. I like that bag. As soon as I find the rest of them, I'll get them back out here. You can actually put a cot, a field like camp cooking stove that you put over firewood, and a couple other things in there, and still have some space for small accoutrements. The problem is, start putting big things in a bag. You don't want to put small things in the same bag because the big things will make the small things turn into smaller things, and then you'll have a whole lot of broken things where you don't really need a bunch of things. You just needed the things that you brought with you to do the thing. So, little wise man wisdom there about things. All right. Get ready to do these 25-liter bags from Rothko. I've got 2 of them left. I've got one in tan. I've got one in olive. All right. I got one in olive. The 25-liter bag is very reminiscent of a Korean War size bag. And these are made of Cordura, I believe. Nah, polyester. 600 denier polyester. A large main compartment with a drawstring closure at the top. I saw it. It's not kidding. And got a hip belt, 2 side pockets. Got a lot of storage on it. 25 liter. USGI assault pack is a little bigger at 30 to 40, so it's really about 35 because the way it breaks down, the front's like 13, the back is something else. This is a 25-liter pack. This is the current USGI assault pack. I have this one in green or tan, winner's choice, and then I'll run the assault packs next. We're going to do a dangle on those. Tan or green, $39.90 today only. Trying to build up some package volume today to take to the post office. $39.90. Oh no. Need batteries. You must have batteries. $39.90 on that. Get green or tan. Green or tan. Green or tan. Winner's choice. No takers. All right. Black one sold like super fast. All right. Multicam assault packs. Multicam assault packs are up next. I do not have any in ACU. I only have them in multicam left. These are in good condition. This is one that has been packed full of bubbles. to give an idea of its shape and size and what it would be good for and how it would be worn on a average dad body on national whatnot broadcast. Average dad body. Looks better on the younger ones. They still have flat stomachs, so they don't have the grimace look when viewed from the side. Good condition, 40 bucks. Good condition is 40 bucks. 40 bucks on a multicam assault pack in good condition. And I also sell a 3-pack of those at $100. 3 of them for $100 bucks. 3 of them in good condition for $100 bucks. I can only do that 1 or 2 more times. It says 4, but it's not that many left. The assault pack. All right. It's going to make a joke about running the single 3-pack, but there's too many words. All right, here's the single again. 40 bucks. 40 bucks on the single. Oh, you grabbed it good. All right. The one that's running is under auction, and it will be the last one. But D. Sandlin's getting this one. Thank you, D. Sandlin. All right, we're going to put that on your bin. Yeah, it's a Colt. We got a couple rules. Protect those weaker than yourself. Make the 3 feet around you the best place anybody could be today. And then one suggestion. Take a look at that rewards icon. It's just going to get so much easier. Anybody else want one of those while it's up there? Well, I guess not, because I had run it twice. Okay, we're good. All right, I guess he wants to do a Southern Death. So next up, we're going to do a rucksack in good condition. Rucksack in good condition. And it's been requested for sudden death. So, not understanding what the difference is, I'm going to go ahead and run it. Sudden death, 20-second auction. These are in good condition, and they ship in a wet weather bag. There you go. There's your sudden death. If that was the qualification wanted, hammer away at it. All right. So all sudden death does, buddy, is takes off of the. You didn't buy it from me for 80. All that does is take off the counter bid time. It doesn't make it a dollar start. No, only rucksack ship in the wet weather bag, and that's because when I fold them all up and stick them in the wet weather bag, they get wrapped with this red film. Wet weather bags just to keep anything from getting to the rucksack. All right. I do not have any just with the packs alone. We sold 5 of those yesterday to K Moss, and that was a huge box. All right. Dinner ideas. Six, yeah, 6. Big box. All right, so I'm gonna probably start on. I was gonna do the knives, but I think we're gonna switch to surplus. It's feeling like a bright surplusy day. All right, so I got all kinds of surplus stuff. I've got vests and hydration carriers and odd radio communication accessory pouches, flashbang pouches, hand grenade pouches, scarves. These Alice things are really cool. I might eat one of these. I meant to hold magazines and something else, but I don't even know what that one is. Chicken chunks white cook, maybe. Beef patty jalapeno. I don't know. I do pick a pail of surplus where for $9 or however much you win the auction for, we fill this pail full of surplus until it turns into a muffin top, and then we dump that in the box, and that's what you get. You can pick too what you get. It's an ACU only. We do 3 mag pouches, 2 mag pouches, waist packs, bandoliers, hand grenade pouches, flashbang pouches, IFAC pouches are all included in Pick a Pail of Surplus. So if you win a pail, you can choose from all that. Sometimes we carry new stuff, sometimes it's old stuff, sometimes it's a little bit of both or in between. I love selling 5-packs. Our 5-packs of 2 mag pouches right now are $5, and our 5-packs of 3 mag pouches are $5. We also sell canteen cups. I don't have any 1-quart canteens. I do sell cots. They are very expensive to ship. I have MRE pieces if anybody wants to go through those and play fun with them. I sell IFAC kits. I sell full vests. And then I have knickknacks and paddywhacks over here. So we have like Fallout Belt Kit version 2. I could not get it to close on the case, but I know it is in here somewhere. That's not it. Aha, there it is. All right, I gotta get some power on this thing. All right, so this is the Fallout belt kit version 2. We'll go over it. Let me get a pen. Thanks for the raid, y'all. Who rated us, Carconin? All right, so the Fallout Belt Kit version 2 comes in the hand grenade pouch. It comes with 2 of the plastic cases. Thank you, BattleBox. We appreciate you. You get the compass, the P38, the P58. You get 3 sutures, 3-aught, 4-aught, and 5-aught, one of each. You get Band-Aids, you get triple antibiotic, and some alcohol prep pads. What's up, Goliath? All that fits down inside the hand grenade pouch with the 7-in-1 utensil. Although I do recommend storing the 7-in-1 utensil separate because in the pouch it makes the fork stick up and get caught on things. Oh, all right. I can't get that one closed for some reason. We'll find one that will close for you. Here we go. Let's have a little fun with that. Buck and go on the Fallout Belt Kit version 2. Oh, it might be a free giveaway. Nope, but it'll be cheap. Sean picking it up. Uh-oh, D. Sandlin on there now. Happy New Year, Black Cat. How you been? Sean P. taking away for $12. Great pickup, Sean. You did not have a bin yet, right? All right, next up, a few of these Linton knives. Want to get those cleared out. All right, these are big stickies. Big stickies. All right, I got 3 of these total. These are stainless steel. They're made in Taiwan. And they are thick. This is the 97059. Uh-oh. It's always like this, too. All right, 97059 in stainless. Our regular asking price on these is $20. I've got 2 of them at least that I want to clear out. So let's see what we can do on a buck and go. 3/16 inch thick paracord handle. Buck and go on these. We got 2 at least. I'm going to try to blow out like this. 2 at least. Got 3 total, but I kind of wanted to keep one for myself. But if y'all really look like you'd be liking them, we might do all 3 of them. D. Sandlin picking it up. All right. Another one. Another one. Buck and go. And it's live. I need a lot more inventory. I'm working on it. Wait till you see Studio D, though. Hawk's going to take this one away. Great grab, Hawks. Thank you. All right. Last one of these. Last one of these. This is the demo that I've been holding up. Fucking go. Last one. Last one. Ooh, this one's gonna go cheap. Carconan said, if it's gonna get that cheap, I will take it. Oh no, and I've got Southern Death on. I am so screwed. Oh no. Oh no. Carconan! Thank you, Carconan. All right. Got those two. One for Hawks, one for Sandlin. All right. Got one more model. Got one more model. This is the 97061B. 97061B. Thank you for the follows, y'all. All right. This one has like an anime style blade. So you when you be a ninja chopping and a kung fu kicking, you can look a little realistic there. All right, if I can go on these as well. Whoa. Ooh, we're getting low on people though. Fucking go. 97061. The anime blade. Oh shit. Great pickup box. Oh boy. Really good grab box. Oh no. Oh, he still got it. He still got it. Good grab box. Alrighty. You got gold. Nice. All right. Well, that was a quick loss. We went from 70 some back to 20 some, so I can't keep doing that, y'all. I'm sorry. It's not personal. What's up, Lucindy? All right. Looks like I got a few of the 7-in-1s left, and tried selling the 25-liter bags. Got a ton of these 100 count cotton swabs. I don't think I got 27 though. You saw that? All right. 2 for $5 on the 100 count cotton swabs. And then I do not have any more of the big cotton swabs anymore. I still don't know how these ended up under what I was searching, but it is what it is. Apparently. Yeah, apparently. But I wasn't really planning on doing very many auctions. When it gets down below 30 people, the probability of a Riemann goes up. And I can't justify paying for the views, so it was a good raid though, thank you. Yeah, when it gets down like that, it's just not enough. I do have OCP IFAC. Yeah, I have rehab cans. I don't know if I got any 50s. You want a 50 and a 30? Both of these will need rehab in some way. Either they got rust on the interior or they got a bend in the lip. But for whatever reason, when the girls sorted them out, they were not any good. Our normal price on the bundle is like $12. I know the shipping's steep on that. I'll do $10 on it, and we'll get a bundle going. We'll get a set going. All right. So, for example, this one's got some rust on the inside. That does not meet our rigorous standards. It actually has light box on it too. And then I'm assuming this is a needs rehab, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, this is a needs rehab. Really can't beat the bundle price there. All right, $10. $10 on that. Catfish. No, it just fit in there a second ago. And I was able to close the lid. Oh, you gotta take the lid off. That's right. Catfish picking it up. Thank you, Catfish. I think I broke a nail. Would you get out of the way? I know that was like watching Tim Walz run for president, but I am telling you, that thing was giving me a lot of trouble. Holy shit. I know. Oh, you're talking about the Waltz part, right? Yeah, it was rough. It wasn't as rough as what he's into now, though. Oh, he done screwed up some shit now. Um, ain't nothing screw you up like calling people a bunch of retards, you know? Like, good golly. I'm just a knucklehead. Yeah, you a knucklehead, all right. Anybody else want one of those rehab kits? It'll be a 50 cal can and a 30 cal can. Anybody want good cans? I've got 50 cal cans with no issues. They've never been to rehab. They've never even skipped school before. Like these cans, they adhere to all the pillars of our civilization and the standards that they're expected to uphold. Um, these 50 cal can 2 packs, normally $25, but these have been so good and so well behaved. Get regular because it's not cold in here, and you go listen to them in and out, popping and cracking. $20 for a 2 pack of them, 50 cal cans. No, as a matter of fact, if you've got a closet, that you can lock the rehab can into for like 2 weeks, give it food and water, and make it depend on you, it makes a great wife. All right, D. Sandlin picking up a 2 pack. Thank you. Thank you, D. Sandlin. Well, they're not meant to talk back. So if any of you out there have had ammo cans start talking back, you need to come on my podcast. In our area here, there is only one electronic and appliance store left that will still put the eye bolt into the bottom of the stove. It's not invented yet. We are working on the name literally in here today. We believe it's going to be called Between Two Saves. Because everything in my basement has a safe in one corner or the other, and it's being shot from between my two safes in my basement. I was gonna call it Wisdom from the Doomsday Basement, but then I thought, oh no, what if we want to have somebody that's not crazy on the show? Yes, I have OCPI facts. They are $8. I do not have an insert for them though. I only have I'll give you an ACU insert, but I only have the pouch itself. These are kind of in. Actually, here's a good one. We're getting into the dirty condition. Do you want more than one? Because all the rest of them are looking kind of dirty. From me? I'm sorry. Did it go off? Oh, I should have said, did it try to drive your car to the store? 5? Do 5 on one of the dirty ones. No. Damn, they're all over the place on eBay. But they're all a lot more than me. How many of you want? Just the one? I'll do 7 for you. That's the only about clean one I got. This is the cleanest one. The rest of them are like dirty, dirty. This one's kind of faded. $7. Hawks is in there. D. Sandlin. Damn, that's still on. Now it's starting to get dirty now. This one's just dusty mostly. It doesn't have any stains on it. Looks like the snaps are good. You want some dirty ones, Hawks? Yeah, it's in serviceable condition. This one's just pretty dusty. Buck and go. Oh, damn. We will not do that again. This one's got some fade to it as well. Clean, but faded. Clean on the inside as well. All right, $5. These are the dirties and fadeds. $5. Sandland. Ooh, somebody tried to grab it right at the end. Always fun. Always fun. All right. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I have some of the Secrets. It happens. I have some of the Secrets, but I do not have any of the inserts. So the IFAC 2, where it pulls out instead of pulling up, you stick your hand in and you pull it out. I do not have the inserts for these either. But all the people that got the multicam IFACs, I will give you an ACU insert with that. All right, pouch only. Yeah, I know. I hate doing that. All right, $8. These are the IFAC 2s. Oh, I try, Hawks. I try. I can't be everything to everyone, but I can be enough to a few of you. I'd have been a horrible Utah Mormon. I can't do all these young ones. They need too much. Give me the old ones. I'll take the old ones. All right. It's 5-pack time in the city. Ring-a-ling. They were all trash, Hawks. I actually threw them all away. Every freaking one of them. But I do have some bids on some, so might be able to get a few. Back again, check it, connected, let's begin. Party on, party people, when you hear the noise. DC's in the house, jump, jump for joy. Party over here, party over there. 3 5-packs up in the air. Oh, yeah. All right. 5-pack of ACU 3-mag pouches. This is a 10-pack, but I'm hoping to sell all of them out today. Oh, somebody grab one immediately. $15. Thank thee, Sandlin. I appreciate you. Who else? Who else wants a 5-pack? Who else wants a 5-pack of 3-mag pouches? Another 5-pack of 3-mag pouches. Anyone else? No, I'm gonna have to cut the string. I hate cutting the string. That was good U.S. military style banding string too. Let me tell you, it's the same kind of stuff that the tampon thread on the camo liners. Same, done the same way. All right, 4, 5, and I didn't like the way that one looked at me, so I'm gonna give you 6, D. Sandlin. All right. Oh, did he just hit another level? It don't take long around here. It don't take long. That rewards program is programmed for y'all. Yeah. We want you to maintain a long and profitable relationship for yourself and us. All right. Anybody else need a 5-pack? I got one left. No, I'm joking. I have 180,000 of these things. I got a couple more left. All right, $15. Anybody else want a 5-pack? Anybody else want a 5-pack? If not, we'll go on to 2-mag pouches, which are going to be 5 for 5. So don't bid right away on the 2-mag. All right, 2-mag, I just keep finding more and more and more of them. So I'm going to run some good condition 5-packs at a stupendous sale. Do not swipe yet. ACU M4 2-mag pouches. Shit. That says $10. Don't do that. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh, because when you do the dollar off, you have to tell it how much to take off, and I was trying to put in the end price. All right, 6 seconds left on that, and then we'll get it out of there. All right, now it's $5 for a 5-pack. $5 for a 5-pack of 2-mag ACU pouches. Cheapest pouch price you'll ever see from us. But I found boxes on boxes of these while I was doing the inventory. Keep grabbing them. There's probably like 5 of them up there. You got this one. I got another one right behind it. Y'all grab these up. I have so many of these. Wait, don't grab it. You better got it when it was 5, Carconin. All right. We were hanging on to the end and getting jammed up. All right. All right, anybody else want a 5-pack? I see it ended, but I got more. I'll do another 5-pack for $5. $5. Good condition, 5-pack, 5 for $5. Hopefully we counted them right. Worst things have happened. All right, now in 5-packs, I've also got a bunch of hand grenade pouches, which are actually pretty handy. Go for it, Cockcunning. And I've got flashbang pouches, so the condition on those is getting down. Hand grenade pouches are so plentiful around here lately. All right, so we're going to run hand grenade pouches 5 for $5 as well. Yeah, eliminate some of these from the inventory here in early January. But I just kept finding box upon box of these from back when we had got short. Because, you know, one of our plastic cases and one of our char cloth tins will fit in here perfectly. 2 char cloth tins also fit in there. And we were making kits out of these, and we kept running out. So one time I kind of went crazy on it. Went crazy on you. Oh, wait a minute. That's a woman singing that. I probably shouldn't do that. All right. But we kept finding these, so going to blow a bunch of those out. Also, flashbang pouches. We're also running those at 5 for $5. Now, in hand grenade pouches, I also have colored variations in brown, orange, and graphite. So if you want some color, let me know in your mix, and I'll give you as many as I can. All right, flashbang pouches are going to be up next. These I do not have as many colored ones. They all sold. Woobies are $45. $45. I got 3 left. Yeah, you definitely want one. You got a bunch of coupons too. You come in and got all the way up to silver. Yes. Are you sure you don't need 3? I tell you, I was down at platform 9 3/4 the other day, and I just realized how many homeless people could benefit from one of these in their life. D. Sandlin picking one up. If you don't know where 9 3/4 is, well, you should have been in the accelerated reader program because you got shit for points for that giant ass book, according to my kids. Anybody else want a Woobie? Anybody not know what a Woobie is? It's not a that runs around with Han Solo. Okay, that's a Wookiee with a K. And that's very important because if somebody says, hey, go draw your Wookiee out of room C, that means a lot more on your level of preparedness as compared to go draw your Woobie out of room D. You know, Wookiee, Woobie, they're very close, but there's a drastic difference. on what one of them can do to you. Okay, just keep that in mind. So, Woobies are the best blanket that ever was invented by Uncle Sam. Yes, both will keep you nice and warm. Been my experience with the Wookiees, though, they like to spoon, and since you're smaller, you end up on the inside. And when I say you're smaller, Wookiee's a big creature. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but just the one that they got to do Star Wars was like almost 8 feet tall. Can you imagine how big the normal ones are? Oh my gosh. For keep the whistle. That's right. For those of you catfish grabbing one left, y'all. One left. For those of you that need to go camping with a Wookiee, we do have rape whistles. They're green though, so if you drop it in a panic, you just better start running because you ain't never gonna find it in the dark while a Wookiee's trying to spoon with you. All right. And don't even let me get started on the male Wookiees. They're even worse. All right. This is the last liner in the box. So if anybody gets it, you get the tampon string with it. If anybody gets it, you get the tampon string too. I don't know what it's good for other than bundling up poncho liners, but it's a real thing. It really existed. And back in the archaic 1990s, that's how we used to bind things up before we stuck them in the box. And now we have mail order brides, so I can't imagine how they get treated. Yep, that is literally the last one with the string. Last one with the string if anybody wants it. All right, we got one for catfish. We got one for desandling. Last one. All right. Need to delete the auction version. String is extra 5. It is technically history. Took me a minute to finish out the strong. I said, what's all right. Woobies are gone. Oh no, one left. Woobies are almost gone. I got some fat fingers too. You know, when I was a kid, never mind. That's not appropriate for whatnot consumption. Sometimes I forget, you know, because you catch me in a room where there's no mixed company and nobody gets easily offended. I got some jokes, you know, and if I get too deep in it on here, I forget that I'm on TV and somebody's kids may be watching me. So I gotta remind myself sometimes. All right, flashbang pouches is up next. $5, 5 pouches. $5 for 5 pouches. These are really handy. You can put telephones in them. They're not padded real well for it. Podcast is coming soon. Yes. Now that is going to be a video podcast too because I really like some of my facial expressions. I could sit and watch them for hours. But they add to the humor factor. And as a serious part of my morning show, I also want to tell your stories. A lot of people have seen some very cool stuff in their life or done it, and sometimes horrible shit that looking back on it, they're like, man, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have turned out to be the human being that I am today. And I want to hear some of their stories. And I've noticed that when you're standing around the front of a pick 'em up truck with a beer or coffee in your hand, depending on which end of the workday you're on, um, that's what people are talking about. So sounds like we all want to be in on that. Yeah. All right. Load carry vest with 9 pouches in graphite gray. Where is the gray one? We might have sold out of graphite, but it is very popular. Looks like she did extra on this one. J and Y, what'd you grab, brother? Nice choice. Nice choice. Yes, welcome to. Oh, that was your first purchase. Welcome to the cult community. You came here a browser and you leave a member of our order. Protect those weaker than yourself. Make the 3 feet around you the best place anybody can be today. And also take a look at that rewards icon. The beginning of a very profitable relationship. Gotcha, Jay. I'll hook you up. Get you a bend together, my friend. Anybody want that last liner? Which vest? I've got one in black, but it's damaged. I haven't had a chance to send it back yet. One of the buckles is broken. You mean this vest in black or one of the plate carriers in black? Now this graphite is the closest I can get to black, and this is kind of like a lighter graphite. But synthetics won't come in. I don't get it in black at all. It's always graphite for some reason. They don't make it. Got you that one, D. Sandlin. I told the girl when she did them, or lady when she did them last week, I said, hey, look, they're not going to last long. You know, do as many as you can. Now, Sandlin, that's going to come with a IFAC and a waist pack as well. That's part of your 9. 2 3-mag pouches, 2 2-mag pouches, a hand grenade pouch, a flashbang, 2 flashbang pouches, I think, an IFAC, and then the waist pack. All right, that was the only one I had in graphite left. It looks like she's got pieces made back there, but they're not put together yet. I do have the vest with 9 pouches if anybody's interested in doing their own. One of my mods, Car Conan, he did some with walnut, and it turned out good in a brown. So depending on where you live, if you're around a lot more pine trees, brown's probably the way to go. If you're around a lot more oak trees, the grayish colors is probably the way to go, because you're trying to look like the other vertical things in the forest, basically. Like, you understand what I mean? We all know what our form looks like, but if you look like you might be a broken tree in the forest, it can give you a couple more seconds to get that aim on whatever you're trying to do. All right, where's the ones with the regular? Next week, she should be doing some more graphites and some browns. This one's a regular ACU vest with 9 pouches. One of those is generally an IFAC with an insert and then the waist pack. So this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 visible. So then the IFAC with the insert and the waist pack would bring it to 9. $25 on these. This one's in good condition. I don't think she made up any crappy ones. But they're learning. They're new to the surplus game. They haven't played it as many times as we have, so to speak. All right, got that done. All right, time for the fan favorite. Waist pack 5-pack. All right, waist pack 5-packs. If you don't know what a waist pack is, you have been missing out. If you're familiar with a butt pack, the waist pack is a fairly more convenient and more recent version of a butt pack. Now, I like them because you are not locked in. With a butt pack, once you put it on your pistol belt and you tied it up to your harness to hold real weight, you were pretty much stuck with that. With the waist pack, they stretch some of the stuff out. Yeah, Woobies or MRE holder. Yeah. They stretched it out literally so that not as much weight is pulling down from the back. One of the bad things about a butt pack was if you put smoke in it, smoke ended up in the back. And it was just very inconvenient. And that's one of the reasons why you wore a butt pack, was so that you had smoke, at least in the infantry, because you need to mark points of fire, and then you need to use some for screening. You need to use some for medevac and shit like that. So you're carrying a couple things of smoke. These waist packs, you can hook it around your waist, and if you get in and out of a vehicle, you can quickly unhook it because it's literally got a belt buckle, Fast-X style buckle. So it makes it very easy to get it into your life in some way. You know what I mean? These will hold 2 MREs straight out the get-go. It'll hold a whole Woobie. It'll hold a whole bivy sack. It will not hold a whole Woobie and a bivy sack. That would just be too much now, wouldn't it? But the fact that it holds a bivy sack changes life a little bit, especially if you are infantry-based prepping. Infantry can walk a long way. All right. And when you think about your area of patrol, there are some times when you may find things on patrol where you want to stick around and watch it for a little while. Um, and just a plain bivvy, no insulation, just a bivvy in the summertime is enough to keep you dry while you sleep. So that is why I always say it's important to be able to get a bivvy into whatever is with you most of the time. If you go out on long patrol, you can stay there for a while. All right, 5 packs of these are normally $20. 5 of these is normally $20. We have been running them at 50% off. And 5 of them for $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All are in good or very good condition. 5 of them for $10. And if y'all want them, I'll keep doing that all day. Although I will say, after about 3 or 4 bundles of them, the packages start to get ugly. Like very ugly. 304 Coal Miner, thank you for what you do. Dangerous work and it's rather unappreciated. All right. That was waste packs. Anybody want a single? I think a single is like $5. $5 on a single. All right, now it's time for 2 random MREs and a waste pack. That's right. 2 MREs and a waste pack. Since I don't have any cases upstairs, it would have to be truly random. Like, I wouldn't even know what it was till after the show. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll wait for her to make some more on Monday. All right. Military MRE cases of 12 meals, case A or case B, $48. And it is getting down there. I've got 1 Woobie left from the November of 1994 kit. So if you want that, you need to get it. I got 1 left. Then MREs, I know I'm down to at least a half a pallet, maybe less. I've got 8 in here because that's what I could see in A and B variations the other day. And then it's just counting down. So it's getting there. We're getting low on these. I don't know what the new price is going to be. This is how he said it to me. He said, I said, hey, why you have them on sale? Because normally I don't sell them at 48. They're normally $60. So I said, why you got them on sale? He says, there's too many. I said, oh, okay. He said, well, what I don't understand is there's too many and the cost went down and then the cost went back up while there's still too many. And I'm like, well, that's not how that works. And he said, I know. That's not how it ever works. And we were both a little confused. And I was like, never known him to get high, and he doesn't smell like alcohol. So, like, I believe what he's telling me. And then he gave me some of the background, and I was like, oh, okay. So, long and short of it is, it may go back up to 60 next time. But I still have probably 12 cases. But I know I have 8 logged in here. So we can do them at 48 for case A or B until these are gone. Then after that, I don't know. All right, Woobies. Anybody want the last one? I will not be staying on too much longer. Which variations you get, Catfish? A, good choice. Very safe on the intestines. All right, go get you a bin made up. Or shit. Go add this sticker to your bin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, last time I went on a long surplus run, on my way back, I was actually like, why didn't I bring a case of MREs with me? Because this would have been a whole lot easier trip if I didn't have to get out of the car. Now coming back, there wasn't enough room in the back of the truck to risk taking a poop in a bag in the truck. So I probably would have had to get out the truck on the way back. Yeah. But going out there, I don't think I would have needed to. All right, last of the Woobies. Oh yeah, and it's look, like I always say, it's cheaper than going to Chick-fil-A. It's safer than going to a McDonald's, and the food is better than going to a Burger King. All right, last Woodland poncho, last one, last one. You even get the binding string with it. Oh, now it's a binding string, huh? Yeah, it's too thin to use for binding. It'll hurt somebody. But last one, last Whoopie in the bottom of the box, and I don't even want to disturb it. It's like, yeah, think about that. That's been there for 31 years. Well, if you're lucky enough to be near a Buc-ee's, just go in there at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's the same people everywhere at 2 o'clock in the morning. Kentucky Fried Redneck. What's up, homie? I love that name. Damn. Haven't been a redneck 51 out of 51 of my years. I can identify with that. All right, last Whoopie. Last one. Woodland Camo. I'm telling you, when you see the new commercial prices, you are going to be upset. The new ones are so expensive. So expensive. The new ones, commercial ones, it's insulting what they're asking us to pay for them. All right. Last chance on the last Whoopie on the last day of the last week of the first week of the year. I don't know, something like that. All right, anybody got any requests? I can't think of too much I didn't do besides Smalls. Anyone need anything else? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? 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 All right, in case you didn't know it, I'm a fiddle player. Oh, wait a minute. There's some words that once you've heard a certain song, you can never say in the same order. All right. In case you didn't know it, I'm your friendly neighborhood wise man, heading up the best cult community on Whatnot. 2 rules: protect those weaker than yourself. Make the 3 feet around you the best place anybody could be. All you need to remember once you've joined this cult: if you make a reasonable effort to do that throughout your day, you can begin to affect change in your universe. And if enough of us did it, it would actually make a difference in the entire known universe. But I know how humans work, and even ones that you love and treat with respect and dignity eventually will turn on you and abandon you when you can't walk. So, keeping that in mind, um, I have rather modest goals for my cult. Change a few lives, make a few places a little bit better. If we can do that, we're already doing more than the person next door. All right, Wise Man, this is the Dark Sun Overvalue Network. I may be on tomorrow. It'll be a pop up. Make sure you have your notifications set if you want to hear good jokes and all that. I can't promise anything more than jokes. All right. Any of my rewards members or today's customers need anything else? This time is for you. Let me know what you want. I will go get it for you. And we'll get this party dancing. Yeah. Get this party dancing. Yeah. All right. Y'all be nice to each other. You could be the difference in somebody's day. And it could be the difference that keeps it from being their last day.